Just 13 kilometres north of Perth's CBD sits Lake Karrinyup Country Club, renowned for its 18-hole championship course and short yet challenging 9-hole course. Course Superintendent Fraser Brown shares his enthusiasm about the ongoing improvements undertaken on the course.
We've made a lot of changes. I hope it's a club that's always evolving. You have this view of some of the traditional clubs being quite stuck in the ways, but I feel that we're quite a modern club and we are making changes. You know, so we've built new greens, we've got a new irrigation project coming up next year. We're actually in the process of replacing greens on the North Course.
The latest and most significant project to date, which involves major renovations to the 9-hole North Course, is what excites Fraser the most.
So we've got a 9-hole course attached to our championship course, and we're in the process of changing the greens there. It's the first time since the 70s. So there's a lot of exciting things going on here, and we're always striving to make improvements and get better.
To minimise disruptions to the club and its members, Fraser made the decision to expedite the renovation program.
Rather than being spread over a 3-week, we went for a really intensive 1-week renovation program. So we did 25 hectares of couch, and we did all the greens all within 1 week. We've moved away from our traditional hole coating in the greens, and we actually use a dry jet now. We purchased our own dry jets a couple of years ago. We did a double pass on all of our greens with a dry jet this year in conjunction with the fairway renovations.
By closing the club for 5 days, Fraser and his team adhered to a tight schedule, working hard to complete the course renovations.
The club are really good. Part of the deal for us to do it in 1 week was that they would close for the 5 days. So they closed for golf for 5 days, which was a massive help. We couldn't have done it without that. And my team put a huge effort. They worked 60+ hours, dark start of the morning, dusty, hot. Everything was thrown at them and they did a great job, and we got there. You know, it was a big week. I'm not sure how sustainable long term it is, but for the 1 week it was a great effort, so really happy with that.
While the renovations were a success, ongoing maintenance and the need for sufficient staff continue to pose a challenge for Fraser. Although he has allocated a budget for 17 staff members, he is 2 people short.
In WA, our competitor probably isn't other courses. I mean, at times it can be, but we've got the mines here, which is always a difficult challenge for us. Just what people can get offered to go and work in the mines, fly in, fly out, just exceeds anything we can even come close to offering. So if somebody's got a hard say on that, then unfortunately we lose them. And we've seen a lot of good people in the WA industry leave for that reason, and we can't fault them for it. It's a family decision. It's disappointing for our industry that we can't retain some of these people. So that's one of our big challenges.
Fraser is confident that with the right staff, he will be able to achieve the presentation levels that Lake Karrinyup Golf Club is known for.
I've got a great team now, and we have been very patient, so we rarely run at full numbers. It's about getting the right people in, so we're definitely looking for quality rather than quantity, and if that means we run light for a little bit, we'll have to make the best we can of that, but it's important to get the right people in.
Fraser talks to the sacrifices made to achieve the impeccable condition of the greens. Though not ideal, he recognises that it's necessary for long-term success.
We're quite a labour-intensive programme. We hand mow greens each day, we hand rake bunkers, do a lot of hand watering, and when we're short of staff and jobs start to pile up, some of those things do get compromised, and that's the unfortunate side of it, and we try hard not to let that happen, but there's sometimes you just need to make that decision for the long-term success. You need to make a short-term sacrifice, you know. So for example, you know, we triplex greens this morning, which I don't like to do unless I have to. It's not the presentation levels I think we should have at Lake Karrinyup, but sometimes we just need to make compromises.